The first thing that I wanted to show you, Mr. Burnham, was these are screen grabs of footage that I took in city centre of one particular officer who I believe was behaving inappropriately whilst he was doing strip searches of men. The MP will use any measures possible, whether it be, using predatory behaviour or skirting around the law or making up laws, all of which I've seen and first-hand experienced.
My name's PC Millward, my call number's 17451, I'm from Openshaw Police Station.
Yes.
Alright, there's a section 60 in place in this area due to disorder in the area involving knives and weapons and violence, okay? That means that anyone can be stop searched for weapons.
I don't believe that you can just say that a sweeping statement of the kind that you just said about predators and all of that. I mean, a police force will have individuals within it who need to be disciplined and in some cases removed. But
excuse me, don't do that.
Don't do what?
You just put your fingers in my trousers there.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to be checking your waistband because I'm searching you for a knife and people hide knives in the waistband. Yeah.
I don't agree with what you said. If I had no interest in police accountability, I wouldn't be on this call with you for 36 minutes or longer. I'm very conscious of my duty to hold GMP to account on behalf of the public.
There you go, sir.
Can I have my stuff back? These are going on.
Right.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a couple of options for you to receive a copy of this search.
Right, first of all, I'd like each of your collar numbers. Okay, we'll do this civilly,
Right,
and then...
I'm trying to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got a couple of options if you would like a copy of the search record.
Yes.
Okay, you can either give me your email address and you'll get an electronic copy as soon as I create
Okay,
it.
so what's your collar number? What's your name?
Right, so I've already given it you.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again, it's recorded on here. You can request a copy of the search record, which will have all of my details on it.
Can I get your collar number there?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah.
All right,
So
cool.
you tell me you don't want a copy of the search record?
I want the search record.
You want the search
Me
record?
filming me shouldn't prevent you from giving me the search record, sir.
Right, okay, so...
Yeah, you know what you just did was illegal. And you violated me in the public.
Right.
Yeah, you had you had your hands inside my trousers, mate.
Right, so I've asked you how you would like the copy of the search record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said you can either have it electronically.
Right.
So as soon as I create it, if you give me an email address, it'll send a copy to you.
Right.
Or I can create a paper copy and write it out on a ticket and give you that. What would you like me to do?
Too many auditors go them places. And whatever else is going. You know what I mean?
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to make a decision.
Right.
And then I'm going to leave.
Okay, so can I get your collar numbers, please?
So 1,
Collar numbers.
3, 4, 5,
Can I get his collar number
7,
there? Yep.
8,
9, 10. Would you like an electronic copy via email or would you like me to write out a paper copy? 14,
yeah.
15,
Paper.
16. Paper copy.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Can I have a paper copy, please?
yeah.
Yeah. It's going to go and get me a paper sheet to give you one, okay?
Yeah, no.
Sorry?
I said my colleague's going to go and get me a paper copy so I can write a stop search record out for you.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Did you have a nice grope? Do you have a nice groping
I don't
session?
appreciate you saying that. I've searched you.
I don't appreciate you
Searched
violating me in
line
public.
With my training. I've done a
I don't
full
appreciate you
search of
violating
your
me in
person.
public.
Yeah? I'm not violating
You have.
If you... feel like that.
You
I'm
have.
very sorry.
Is that your bag?
Feel.
Is that
I'm
your
not
bag?
arguing with you.
Sexual predator, aren't you? Bunch of sexual predators right here. Yeah, you get hard on, don't you?
Ready, come on. Ready,
I was absolute.
ready,
I was absolute.
ready,
I was absolutely disgusting. You know exactly who I am. You know exactly who I am.
Yo, yo, yo.
Give you those. Cheers. In fact, actually, I can go back in your pocket.
This is a piece of observable behaviour that I found concerning. PC Millward just pulled out a pile of my Reiki Audits business cards. He then decided not to pass them to his colleague, which is strange given he has passed over every item he has found on my persons.
Who are you?
One of my colleagues has got your details written
Well,
down.
soon you'll find out. I'm going to be sending all this evidence to GMCA. I'll be sending it to the Chief Constable's office. I'll be sending it to Andy Burnham's office. And I'll make sure that you're helpful.
I correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not aware that you've made complaints to us over any of these incidents, because obviously that is your right to do that if you disagree with GMP's actions.
Well,
I mean, question for you is, whether they're serious enough to do that. But we would always follow through our responsibility to look at those complaints and raise them with GMP.
yeah, no, I have raised certain complaints to GMCA in the past, but I felt that the investigation always went in favour of GMP, even with evidence on my side, and the complaint that I was making was quite severe. But I've just
honestly, I can assure you that is in your case. That may have. I mean, the deputy mayor handles these issues for me. It can be the case, and in your case, clearly that is what's happened. But I can assure you, it's not always the case at all. I just wanted to reassure you that we do look seriously at things when they're sent to us.
Well,
that's what Dave does. That's his role.
Following this, I sent 4 emails directly to Mayor Andy Burnham regarding the incident. However, the only official response I received from his office was that they would not intervene in live matters. I have received no response whatsoever from Andy Burnham himself regarding this case.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Yeah, they just violated me. They said, "Are you from? Were you in CEX?" And then they just handcuffed me.
Well, I was handcuffed the other day because a guy had a matching Under Armour bag who pulled a knife out. I fully understand it. You know what I mean? Some guy had a matching Under Armour bag to me. Moments before, apparently they pulled a knife on somebody, so I was handcuffed and searched myself, and they took a picture.
Just out of curiosity, are they video glasses? It's pretty cool, that. They look smart, then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To me, that looks smart. I make it look smart. So you feel violated?
Yeah, he tucked his fingers into my belt, and I had a good. And then he got in between my thighs. How many people carry knives in between them?
Be honest with you. There has been a lot of stabbing around here last year, mate. There was.
Yeah, but again, this is overkill. It's disproportionate.
Disproportionate?
I reckon so. But I'm not like...
about?
Yeah, I'm going to be sending all this to Burnham's office, GMCA. I'll be making a civil claim, I don't... Yeah. Who are you, by the way?
My name is Sideshow Audits.
Oh, okay. If you do upload this, could you blur my face? Because
What's that? Ray K Audits. Is that on YouTube? All right. Okay.
yeah.
Hey, all right, pal. How you doing, mate? You all right, Anthony, innit? Yeah.
I remember, Darren.
Right, I'm gonna get on my way anyway, mate. I'm sorry you feel that way, but
Well,
it doesn't happen, done it. I was handcuffed and searching the day myself. Took the picture, and I just got on with my day. Don't let it bother you, mate.
no, I don't. But I feel like they knew who I was. Like they took the cards out of my pocket because I've done this area for like a year now.
You done what for a year?
Auditing.
Auditing, yeah.
But
What does your channel cover? What do you do on your channel?
I follow these predators around. These sexual predators.
Who's the sexual predators?
Huh?
What sexual predators?
These lot in these police uniforms, groping people, sticking their fingers in people's trousers. Yeah, you're a sexual predator. Well done. The only thing that protects you is that uniform.
No.
Huh?
You want more?
Give it me. Yeah, I shouldn't be asking. Just give it me. They're giving me my search record so I can put in a civil claim and hold these predators accountable eventually. Did you not, were you filming me when he put his fingers in my trousers? You didn't capture that. You should have waited for that one.
Do it again then.
Do it again? Yeah, I was in CEX earlier, blah, blah, blah.
What happened in CEX, did they say?
No, they just said we're looking for a knife that was in CEX. Hey, I'm going to stick my fingers in your trousers.
Might as well just get on with the day, mate. You know what I mean? Shit can happen. Stuff like that happens, isn't it?
None of this is okay, by the way.
Yeah.
But they'll this will be a complaint. And again, if you do put me on YouTube, I do appreciate it if you just blur my face because I don't share my identity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not only did Sideshow Audits not adhere to my request of having my face blurred before putting the footage online, but his channel is largely positive about the police. This is not a comment about his intent, but the impact that punitive punishment can have on a person's mental well-being is corrosive. Because not only are you traumatized by the police firsthand, you are then open to ridicule online for others' entertainment. That is not the point of Rake Audits, and it never will be.
So, but I was literally just standing there, I wasn't doing anything.
You've not been in CEX, no?
I've not even been in Arndale today, I've just been hanging
You've
around.
got to make sure. No.
But yeah.
Right, there you go. That's copy. That's my details. Okay, you've got 3 months to request a full copy of the search if you so choose. All right?
Yeah. Don't delete that footage.
I can't delete the footage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
All right. Pleasure to meet you.
Nothing, mate. Nothing found.
No, Pokemon cards they found.
You're good. You're good.
Not really, he stuck his fingers in my belt, groping me.
Well, that's weird though.
He just stopped you for no reason.
No reason, I was just staring.
Oh, they're going to stop you nuts.
What's going on?
They thought I had a knife on me, but all they found was Pokemon cards.
Right, yeah.
They're Digimon fans, that's why.
Alright. You know, because that's the new thing, you know, the camera on them, right?
Like 36.
No, I'm 22. 36. I thought I was 36.
Go down to London, I've got a party.
This footage was recorded sometime before I arrived back in roughly the same area and was stood here, nearby this superdrug, looking out towards the bottom of Fountain Street alone, when out of the corner of my eye I noticed this man, who I assumed was a plainclothes officer, was scowling at me and giving me a 1,000-yard stare.
Do you have a collar number?
Pardon?
Collar number?
My collar number. You want my collar number for?
I just want to I'm gathering everybody's details.
Yeah, of course, mate. Can my collar number, sure.
Yeah. Hey, what's your collar number?
16433. To suit a multitude of different things, can't we?
Well, it's serious because it is.
I don't think it's serious, mate. I think we've got more serious things that we could probably deal with.
There's actually. So you don't think the extermination of 6 million Jewish people?
That's not been a part of our conversation so far.
Half a million.
Please don't try and twist
Just come into this conversation.
We were talking about neo-Nazism.
We weren't. We were talking about a flag.
Yeah, and I said it was connected to neo-Nazism.
Yeah, and I then said it wasn't.
So we.
And then you said that it's not important,
Yeah.
and I said that it represents the extinction of
The
6
flag
million
is-
Jewish people.
Yeah, after I'd said it's not important. Please don't try and twist what I'm saying, mate. We're having a pleasant
not.
conversation.
I'm not.
But you're trying to twist what we're saying.
I'm not.
Anyway,
when I
we
said
do have other
neo-Nazis, that's what they believe in.
We do have other
Yeah,
things
I
to
know.
be doing,
How can you
mate.
not-
I'll leave you with a leaflet. That's what we're doing today.
Yeah, they were just wandering around, weren't they? Oh, Keegle and Devlin are over here. Oh, have you? Oh, he wasn't in there? Or the other guy?
No, I'm saying it's not good, yeah.
Oh, right.
No, I'm saying it's not good, yeah. No, I'm saying it's not good, yeah.
16433 18234. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. What do you mean? I was traumatized by you after repeat stuff.
What's that?
You helping him grope me. You were traumatized by me running away. You grabbed me before I even got a chance to respond.
Again, the evidence does not show me running away.
Doesn't matter if I was. Listen, I was just standing there.
You're very boring. Walk away.
You walk away. Right, I'm just getting everybody's details. Right. Consult 7573
Thank you very much.
16424.
Yeah, no worries, that's fine.
Alright. So what is this all about? Is this all about just a groping situation?
What's up, sorry?
Yeah, he groped me. The guy with the beard he stuck his fingers in my belt, in my trousers, and did this.
Search, mate. Making sure you've got nothing on you that you can have, i.e. a weapon down. You've stumbled down a line in your pants like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've more than likely explained to you this is section 60 place, yeah?
Section 60. Right, okay. Hold on.
Yeah. Because of what's been going on in the car.
Excuse me, I was just stopped by the police and they asked me if I was in CEX earlier, and they said that they were looking for somebody matching my description who was seen with a knife at CEX. Is that true?
Sorry?
Or is that just something that they've fabricated?
Can I grab you for a sec?
Yeah.
Sorry, if you wouldn't mind just explaining.
Yeah, so I was just stopped by the police and they said that somebody matching my description was seen with a knife at CEX.
In this store?
Yes.
We've not had any reports of someone with a knife in this store.
So you've not reported anything like that?
Not
so this is just something that they fabricated and decided
it
to
may have been
handcuff me and shove me against the wall.
Yeah, I'd probably see if there's any sort of like formal complaint service you can go through with the police with that. It may be that it's a different store, but we've not had anything in this store with any reports of.
But no knives?
No, not in this store.
Nobody brandishing a knife for a Switch game. Give me a Switch game.
Yeah, no, we've not had this. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'd probably see if there's any sort of complaint service you can go through with the police. I'm not too sure what they would do with that, but...
Are you the manager?
I'm the supervisor, yeah.
Yeah, so you would know if there was any... So they just made it up?
Again, it may have been a different store, but we've not had anything here.
Yeah, okay.
Ellie? Yeah? It's like decorating with your house. What's it like? Keep popping. Alright. She's probably and he said that when he took the other way to go back to
I noticed that you took a photo. Are you?
Oh yeah, so basically, everyone we talk to, we have to be able to say we've spoke to them as... Jesus. Sorry, someone just really shut the down the area. So basically, every single person we talk to and give, because there's an order out now. It's called a PSPO order. So it's a public safety order, which basically says it's a hello.
Someone just robbed the coat from JD. Is that what you're talking about?
No, thank you.
About 200 meters down there. The guy was running with the coat, and the guy from JD was saying,
What does he look like?
He looked homeless, to be honest.
Okay, is your description?
Smaller than me, 5 mil probably.
Yeah, no worries.
Where is that?
I'll come talk to you in a minute if you wait here.
To be fair, yeah, that's,
I don't hear me.
Hello, officers. So I've spoken to the supervisor at CEX. They said they made no such report about a knife.
It wasn't from them.
It wasn't from them. It was just from some random.
Member
You
of the
took
public.
information from some random and sexually assaulted me for some random. You're a sexual predator. Predators.
I mean, do you agree with how the chief constable and how GMP, you know, conduct themselves? From everything I've shown you and, you know, what I've talked to you about.
Well, all I can say is I can't vouch for every interaction that GMP has with the public. I'm not in a position to be able to do that. If you're asking me, are GMP well led? Well, I would say yes is the answer to that, because the chief constable has brought a different approach. If I look back in the past, GMP wouldn't intervene in instances like this. They wouldn't have had as proactive as approach as the current GMP does. But I'm not saying that to say that then every interaction between GMP and the public is handled properly. Nor am I saying that there aren't things where some issues are left and not properly responded to. What is my job, though, is then to challenge them when members of the public like yourself come forward and say that. And I'm always open to making those challenges, as Dave has been doing for you since we last spoke. What we can only go on, though, is obviously, you know, firm complaints, firm evidence. Today you've asked me to, I am willing to look at those images that you showed me and look at them properly.
I think it's quite evident in everything I've shown you that there is something going wrong, but at the end of the day, you've hired this chief constable to run the police like this, and you saying that he's doing a good job. So as far as I'm concerned, you're complicit in all of this, Andy.
They're searching him whilst he's fainted.